Welcome to the heart-pounding world of aviation, where every decision made in the cockpit can mean the difference between life and death. Have you ever wondered what goes on behind the scenes during a takeoff? Imagine being on board a fully loaded Airbus A340, hurtling down the runway, with the passengers holding their breath as the aircraft's tail scrapes against the ground, sparks flying. Can you picture the fear gripping the passengers and crew as they face an imminent disaster? This is the gripping tale of Emirates Flight 407, a flight that teetered on the brink of tragedy but ultimately became a valuable lesson for the aviation industry. Join us as we unravel the heart-stopping events of that fateful night of Friday, March 23, 2019. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more captivating stories from the world of aviation. Let's dive into this unforgettable journey together. The perfect night for flying. Emirates Flight 407, bound for Dubai, was poised for departure on a crisp evening in Melbourne, Australia. Passengers eagerly boarded the Airbus A340, anticipating a comfortable journey ahead. The air was filled with a sense of excitement and anticipation as the aircraft taxied towards runway 16, guided by the expert hands of the flight crew. Little did anyone know, however, that this routine flight would soon veer into uncharted territory, testing the limits of human resilience and ingenuity. As the passengers settled into their seats, the flight crew diligently went through their pre-flight checks, ensuring that every system on the aircraft was functioning flawlessly. From the cockpit to the cabin, there was an air of professionalism and dedication to safety. The pilots reviewed the flight plan, confirming the route, weather conditions, and fuel requirements for the long journey ahead. Meanwhile, flight attendants conducted safety demonstrations and prepared for any potential emergencies. Everything seemed to be proceeding according to plan, but beneath the surface, a critical error went unnoticed. A critical error unnoticed. In the cockpit, amidst the flurry of activity, a critical error went unnoticed. The first officer responsible for entering the aircraft's weight into the electronic flight bag, EFB, inadvertently inputted the wrong figure. It was a simple mistake, but one that would have far-reaching consequences. The incorrect weight calculation would impact the aircraft's performance during takeoff, setting off a chain of events that would push the crew to their limits. As the aircraft taxied towards the runway, the first officer's error remained undetected. The crew, focused on their respective tasks, had no reason to suspect that anything was amiss. With the excitement of departure looming ahead, there was little time to double-check every detail. In the high-pressure environment of pre-flight preparations, even the most experienced professionals can overlook critical errors. But sometimes, it's the smallest oversight that can lead to the most significant consequences. Desperate moments on the runway. As the Airbus A340 lined up on the runway, anticipation filled the air. The engines roared to life, propelling the aircraft forward with a sense of purpose. However, as the first officer attempted to rotate the aircraft for takeoff, something felt amiss. The plane struggled to gain altitude, its nose refusing to lift off the ground as expected. Inside the cockpit, alarm bells rang as the pilots realized the gravity of the situation. With the end of the runway looming ominously ahead, they were faced with a split-second decision: attempt to lift off or risk a catastrophic collision. In a daring move born out of necessity, the pilots pushed the aircraft to its limits, hoping against hope for a miracle. As the aircraft hurtled down the runway, the pilots frantically tried to coax it into the air. With every passing second, the end of the runway drew closer, and the sense of urgency intensified. The passengers, unaware of the unfolding drama in the cockpit, held their breath as the aircraft struggled to break free from the confines of the ground. In those desperate moments, every second felt like an eternity as the crew battled to overcome the odds and keep their passengers safe. A miraculous escape. In a stroke of luck and sheer determination, the Airbus A340 lifted off just moments before reaching the end of the runway. The pilots breathed a collective sigh of relief as the aircraft soared into the night sky, narrowly avoiding disaster. But their ordeal was far from over. With the aircraft's structural integrity compromised and fuel levels dangerously high, the crew faced an uphill battle to bring their passengers home safely. Against all odds, they managed to navigate the damaged aircraft back to Melbourne Airport, executing a textbook landing under the most challenging circumstances imaginable. It was a miraculous escape from the brink of disaster, a testament to the crew's skill and resolve in the face of adversity, navigating challenges in the sky. As the damaged aircraft climbed to a safe altitude, the crew faced a myriad of challenges. With the possibility of a fire on board and uncertain structural damage, every decision became a matter of life and death. The pilots communicated with air traffic control, charting a course back to Melbourne while keeping a close eye on the plane's vital signs. Meanwhile, the flight attendants sprang into action, ensuring the passengers remained calm and informed throughout the ordeal. Despite the chaos unfolding around them, the crew worked tirelessly to maintain order and ensure the safety of everyone on board. It was a testament to their professionalism and dedication, even in the face of overwhelming odds. The aftermath and investigation. Following the harrowing ordeal of Emirates Flight 407, a comprehensive investigation was launched to uncover the root causes of the near disaster. Aviation authorities meticulously examined every aspect of the flight, from the crew's actions to the aircraft's performance, in search of answers. The investigation revealed a series of critical errors that contributed to the incident. From the first officer's incorrect entry of the aircraft's weight to the lack of proper cross-checking procedures, there were multiple opportunities to catch the mistake before it escalated into a crisis. As a result of the investigation's findings, significant changes were implemented within the aviation industry to enhance safety protocols and prevent similar incidents in the future, from improved training programs for flight crews to enhanced automation systems in aircraft. Don't forget to stay engaged for more captivating aviation stories and insights. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for updates on future content. Together, let's prioritize safety above all else and work towards a future where every flight is secure and every landing is smooth. Here's to safe travels and the enduring spirit of resilience in the skies.